So the San Diego Comic-Con happened this weekend, and some fans, specifically certain Supergirl fans, are not pleased because of an interview. Now, I don't watch Supergirl, but I do know that there's a gay couple, and I'm aware of Supercorp from Tumblr. Supergirl being a fairly popular TV show, we're in Comic-Con, doing interviews, and generally seeming to have a blast. Unfortunately, a specific interview with MTV was not well received due to certain things that happened.
They're only friends! They're only friends!
So why are people so angry? And is it justified? That's what we're going to try to figure out. So settle in, get a snack. Is that from 13 Reasons Why? I stole 13 Reasons, I'm sorry. So during the interview, the cast were asked to do a musical recap of the season. Now this is a fairly fun and simple thing to do, and I'm sure it kind of gets boring and monotonous answering the same questions over and over again in a day of these types of interviews. And that's all good and fun, but unfortunately it just rubbed some people the wrong way.
She met a new friend, her name was Lena. And she was her best friend a girl could ever have. But they're only friends! They're only friends! They're not gonna get together, they're only friends.
Now, I do want to give Jeremy Jordan some credit in that it does come off as a joke and he does acknowledge being wrong, but there's two other specific instances in this video that I want to focus on. More specifically,
I just debunked Supercorp live on MTV.
and
sexuality is all about others' perceptions of yours, right? Right? Am I right?
That was sarcasm.
so it just came off incredibly insensitive, though they might not have meant it that way, and also massively ignorant. So surely if you have fans that are watching your show who look up to you, you would show some regard on how certain things that you say or do might make them feel. So the actor for Mon-El, or Chris Wood, this comment
Right? Am I right?
not only was incredibly simple and just lacked any depth at all, but is also kind of absurd because he's just assuming that if fans want these same-sex couples to be together, they're just putting their own label on them. But he seems to imply that we should just all assume that everyone's straight, which is massively close-minded. Chris Wood, you can educate yourself a little bit before you speak so confidently. Katie McGrath, who plays the role of Lena Luthor, actually comes to the rescue.
Because he's the hero Gotham deserves.
And the great thing about what we do is, like any art, is anybody can read into it what they want and take from it.
He's a silent guardian, a watchful protector.
So you can see anything and take from it what you like. And that's what's great about this show, is that there are so many different ways to see everything. And if that's what you see in it, take it away. It's art.
And this message in itself echoes something that Mark Hamill said about Luke Skywalker when they asked about the possibility of him being gay.
It's meant to be interpreted by you. If you think he's gay, of course he's gay. If you think he's straight, that's all. Anything you want is real. You shouldn't be ashamed of it. Judge Luke by his character, not by who he loves.
Now, I understand that there's a whole level of mutual respect from both sides needed for this whole thing to work. Fans can sometimes get a little bit too passionate, but the whole idea of superstardom and fame is always such an interesting concept. Often a lot of celebrities acknowledge and thank their fans because without their support, without people watching the show and buying tickets to Comic-Con, they wouldn't be there. They will literally have no job. There are certain fan responses on this discourse that are equally or more disrespectful, and we can't expect someone to act like an adult all the while disregarding basic respect. So do I think that Jeremy Jordan and the rest of the Supergirl cast are evil or homophobic? No, but I do think that having such a public platform, you should be more sensitive and aware of what you're saying and how you're coming across. The response by Mark Hamill is a perfect example of showing awareness and courtesy. He doesn't feel the need to be defensive or correct because, just like Katie McGrath says, it's art.
That was beautiful.
I know, guys, I brought it back to reality. You want to go back to singing again?
Thanks for watching.